What? Watching TV. So I'm working on my own stuff now. And you can see here I've sanded all this stuff back down to get the little particles out of it. And I'm currently working on this. The only reason I'm going to show you this is because I want to dispel a, and I think I might have said this in a former video. If I did, then I'm just repeating myself. But like I always say, I repeat myself a lot, but at least you know if I tell the same story, I'm not lying. So you can see all the stuff that was in there. And I'm sanding, that's epoxy over blasted metal. And so the thought is that epoxy is not sandable. Now, that may be true for a lot of epoxies. That may be true for 99% of the epoxies. Did you see that? This stuff just comes off here like, I'm gonna step out on a limb and say this stuff is easier to sand than high build primer is. Seriously, it just comes off that freaking easy. Or sands that easy. I'm not gonna say it comes off because that sounds like it's just gonna fly off. It's not. It sticks. But when you sand it, it does sand easily. At least in the first however long. Now, once you let it sit for 6-8 months, maybe it's a lot harder to sand. But you know, I've got a soft block here, and I'm just basically just getting in here and knocking all that crap back down. Here, we'll go here for a second. See if I can get you in the light. Maybe that'll show that. Just that right there. And I'm not pressing hard. I'm just, you can see all of that that's just easily coming off. That's another big sell for me on this stuff. And like I said, I'm not getting paid by anybody. I like this product. I used to didn't because I had a lot of issues with it, but I didn't have my gun set, so that was the problem. Once you get that figured out, this stuff's pretty fantastic. And I just want to show you guys that this stuff is sandable. This is the SPI, and it's great. And so I'll sand this back down. I'm going to blast 2 more black coats of it because I don't have any more gray, which I actually wanted black on this anyway. The only reason I sealed this up is because it was bare metal, and I had so much water on the floor. I thought that's gonna try to surface rust at a micro level, and I don't want that. So I went and sprayed 1 coat on it. Well, of course, when I did, I got all those little particles from the blue towels that I used. And so, knocking this back down, I'll go back over it with my black, couple good coats. That means it'll have 3 coats of epoxy primer, and that's it. I'm done. Then I'll come back over this, and we're going to put some gold on that, some weld-through primer, and then I'm going to put all this stuff together and weld it together and have one piece out of all this stuff instead of having so many pieces to mess with over here on the car. So that's where I'm at, and looks like my little girl just got naked, threw her diaper in the floor, pulled her pants off, so looks like I need to go take care of that. See ya. This is after it flashed off. It's not as glossy as it was, but it's still pretty glossy. All that is primer. Epoxy primer. And I've got gray and then 2 coats of black, 2 fat coats. I laid that crap on. I mean, I freaking laid it on. I figured it'd crater, but it didn't. It turned out really clean for, again, being in this nasty ass shop, so can't complain about that. Oh, they're probably not going to show because it's still dark black in there. But I'm going to rip this tape off, mask this back off, and I'm going to do gold. I'm going to do this U-pole copper. That'll be beautiful. Look like a freaking Bandit Trans Am. You'll never see it. This is the rocker. That's the inner rocker and that's the outer rocker. Those are going to mate together and weld together. You'll never see it, but I see it now, and it's beautiful. So I'll know every freaking part inside and out of my car is beautiful. Like I always tell my daughter, she is beautiful on the outside, but she's more beautiful on the inside. And I'm more proud of that than I am the fact that she's beautiful on the outside. That girl is amazing. And that's where the true beauty is on the inside. And that's, I mean, I know this is, but I'm just really proud of her. She's an amazing. So is my son. Same. I don't know what I did right. I don't know how. Probably couldn't duplicate it again, but my kids turned out absolutely amazing. Super responsible. One's in the Air Force. Got 2 babies, grandbabies. My daughter just freaking does awesome, and she comes over and watches my little girl for me sometimes, and takes her out and sees movies, and just such a good person. Loves that little girl. I always said I gauge people off of how they react to my baby girl because, a lot of people look at her like she's a little freak or something, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care to be friends with you. Same with her boyfriends, her boyfriend come over and what the heck's wrong with her, now you can hit the freaking door, bud. The ones that are coming over and like, hey, how are you? It's nice to meet you, and you act like she's a person. Hey, you got potential, bud. We may keep you around a little bit. But yeah, the rest of them, hit the door. Man, because she's you guys already know how I feel about her. I carry around on my shoulders. We go everywhere together. She's my freaking life. So, my beating heart. I tell people if I seem heartless to you, it's because my baby girl's got my heart at home with her. So if I'm a dick, that's why. And when I get home, I'll get my heart back. All right, you guys are probably tired of looking at epoxy, so see ya.